Hey guys, T2RX6 here, back for another review, and today I'm going to do something different. It's not Transformers or third-party related. It's another series that I hold near and dear to my heart. And today, in the mail, I got the Mass Effect 2 toys, action figures from DC Unlimited. Notoriously, they're known for not having very good posability and more of a statue than an action figure, but I couldn't resist because I love Mass Effect, and so I picked them all up. Really, I wanted Shepard, even though he looks nothing like my Shepard. Tali and Grunt. Thane's okay, but I figured since I was ordering the other three, it would cost more to get the three of them than getting all four of them together, so I figured what the heck. You really don't get too much. It's nice packaging, but it's probably the last time you'll ever see it. It is in the shape of one of the helmets, the extension out here in the bubble, which is kind of cool. Actually kind of looks a little bit like Tali's helmet to an extent, except for the sides, I guess. On the back, just a picture of who's in the wave, a little bit of information about each of the characters. But really nothing too much, a little bit of the story. That's about it. And then advertisements for apparently a calendar, their Mass Effect Redemption comic, and that's it. So, we might as well do Shepard first. Even though Tali's my favorite, might as well start with Shepard. And at first, I wasn't terribly sure I wanted to get Shepard, just because, like I said, he looks nothing like my Shepard. So, why would I want that? But then after a little bit of inspection, I realized what he comes with. And I am struggling to keep the camera from getting knocked over while pulling this guy out. So, we can get rid of the packaging. That's probably the last time Shepard will ever see it. And on the sides here, you've got his helmet. Made out of a pretty flimsy rubber, so it's kind of deformed. Hopefully that'll fix itself over time. You got the standard issue rifle, and nicely twist tied so you don't have to cut anything here if you perhaps take care of your mint and box stuff better than I do. Like I said, they're going in the trash, the boxes. But twist-tied if you want to save stuff so you don't actually have to cut anything out. And we have Shepard. And a base to store him on. So, yeah, as you could imagine, he's got one peg hole in his foot to peg into his base. And apparently, I'm not good at pegging him on, because I missed the hole a bunch of times. So, there you've got Shepard. Let me tilt this down so we can see it a little bit better. And he's pretty detailed. He's got tons of panel lining. He's got basically like a mesh weave going on. And surprisingly, considering what I know about the DC Direct type toys, he's actually got a fair amount of articulation from what I can tell. His wrists are on swivels. He's got your standard elbow joint, and that elbow also has a rotation. He's got the top of his arm is on a ball joint. The only problem is there's no movement in the shoulder pieces here, so this is about as widespread as his arms are going to get before they get blocked by his arm pads. So that's kind of unfortunate, but what can you do? He's still going to look pretty cool holding his rifle. No waist articulation, which is kind of a bummer, considering he doesn't have any gimmick running through his body. You would think they would have something like that, but they don't. Pretty big thigh swivel here, and doesn't give you any real side-to-side, just forward and back. You got knee rotation, of course you got the knee joint, and the ankle seems to be on a ball joint, so you can get plenty of range of motion out of that. The head, of course, is mostly on a swivel. It looks like it's minorly ball jointed, so you can get a little bit of up and down on it, but not too much. So, yeah. He's got one hand that's permanently ready to grip the rifle, and it fits in pretty nice, including the index finger being on the trigger. With his limited mobility here, you could, by the looks of it, get him to be kind of, sort of holding his rifle. Doesn't work 100%. It's a little disappointing, I guess, in terms of that articulation there. Especially since it's like, this hand looks like it's designed to be gripping the rifle or something, but not much you can do. Maybe the top, but I would picture it from being held from the bottom, more likely, which is a little unfortunate. Since my Shepard doesn't look like this, he'll probably always be wearing his mask. So we can put that on, and you definitely get the masked Shepard look, except if your dude had any type of facial hair, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there's not really a whole bunch more to say about it, other than that. This ball joint really, or this peg doesn't really hold on too super tight. I guess it serves its purpose, but not much more than that. Yeah, it's a cool figure. It's a bit expensive, but it is pretty much going to be a shelf statue. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shame, I guess, that he's not more posable, considering he's Commander Shepard. And he seems like he should just be able to get all these like ridiculously cool poses with his rifle. But unfortunately, it's just limited by the armor in his arms. Here we go, we got a little bit of holding his rifle here. Not too much. But yeah, I mean, he's cool. It just seems like this hand is a little bit worthless comparatively. But you can get him into some pretty cool poses, I suppose. I've never been one to do some overly cool poses like you see some people like Vangelis and such doing. But he works. He's pretty nice. If you like Mass Effect. I don't think he's an exceptionally amazing figure if you're not a Mass Effect fan. But if you are a Mass Effect fan, he's certainly very well detailed and will look awesome on a shelf. And just one more time to go through the detailing, you can see it running through his whole armor. Everything is just super detailed, and that, I guess, is a nice feature. Even this helmet, which is this soft rubber, has really great paint apps, differentiating the just the black parts from I guess like the gunmetal-y silver that he has going on. So, as a Mass Effect fan, I love it. I think he's an awesome toy. Great action figure. Probably not, but definitely fills my itch for having a Shepard on my shelf somewhere. So, this is T2RX6. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you next time, possibly with a Talia review, being she's my favorite character. Or I might do something completely different with the Fans Project Warcry. And I've also got Flame Blast, so I might do them both together. But, I don't know, leave a comment below, tell me which one you guys want to see, and maybe that's what we'll do next. So, see you later. And one more thing to note, because I took a little more care when I opened Grunt here, and this is just a piece of paper, it's not even card back, and it's generic to all of them, so it's really not all that fancy. And if you fold it on open, you just get to see that they have both Dragon Age and Mass Effect action figures. And that's pretty much it, so nothing too terribly interesting on the inside. So, alright, see you later.